Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Dr. Apolly, and here I'm making, another Pokemon video. I haven't done one of these in like how long? I think my last one was how Pokemon Go took over the world, which was like 2016, I want to say, like mid 2016, late 2016, somewhere around there. If you have been following me for Pokemon and you've been waiting all this time for me to upload a Pokemon video, I actually like salute that determination and I respect you. But there's no way Pokemon videos are coming back. I'm sorry. I just don't feel it anymore. I know some of my new subscribers, well, not really new subscribers, I want to say, but like people who've been here for my Smash Bros videos. People who are subscribed to me for Smash Bros. I know some of you guys might play Pokemon, so you might be watching this too. You've probably looked at my channel, looked at my old videos, or looked at my most popular videos, and have seen Pokemon there. The most popular video on my channel that's uploaded right now is top 18 starter Pokemon competitively, which has like 180,000 views, which is insane for me. It's actually a really interesting topic, or at least at the time. There's 21 starter Pokemon now, of course. And I actually did plan on making top 21 starter Pokemon competitively, but I'm like, nothing's gonna change, and I don't really play Pokemon competitively anymore, so I'd have to ask a bunch of people about what's been going on in the metagame. And I don't think it was worth it. Also, some of my actual new subscribers, the ones that came in for my anime videos, first of all, I welcome you guys. I'm glad you guys have started to show up. When I first announced I was gonna be making more anime videos, a lot of you guys told me to make Pokemon videos, but I just really didn't want to. And that's really what this video is about, why I quit playing Pokemon and why I'm not gonna be making Pokemon videos anymore. The main reason, they found the game really repetitive and really boring. There's only so much they can do with the battle system before it just gets really, really repetitive. I know you can kind of say the same thing for like Smash Bros, which is what I mostly do on my channel now, but like Smash Bros, you can see yourself improving. Like Pokemon, you see your Pokemon improve, but they can only improve so much before you have to like finish the game and then start another one and then start from square one. And then it just gets really repetitive. Not to mention with Smash, the games are all extremely different. And there's a lot of Smash Bros characters. Yes, there's a lot of Pokemon too, but the Smash characters feel way more different compared to the different Pokemon you can use, so the game overall just feels a lot more different and diverse and unique. I was getting a little bit tired with Smash 4, but Smash 5 is coming out, and that's just reignited my spark and my passion for the game, so yeah, I'm interested in seeing what the game holds and what the game does differently compared to Smash 4. I know in Pokemon games they've been trying to switch up the formula a lot, and it's been working. The games do feel different, but it's just not enough. It's still the same general Pokemon formula, and nothing really has changed all that much. The game just got really boring to me. I felt like once you play one or two of the Pokemon games, you've kind of played them all. There isn't much you're missing from, say, Heart Gold, Soul Silver to like Black 2 and White 2, aside from of course new Pokemon, but like anyone can make new Pokemon, so it's kind of like Not to discredit the Pokemon Game Freak makes nowadays, I think they're actually really good. People like to hate on the Pokemon, but I think they're good. They've been like the same sort of quality ever since probably the beginning, I want to say. Another reason is that, I think the fan base for Pokemon in general is really selective. Like, if you play Pokemon, you're probably not interested in a lot of the other games people play in general. Like, probably just not interested in a lot of other video games. Most of the Pokemon YouTubers I knew at the time only played Pokemon, and a lot of my Pokemon friends that I used to have at the time, they only really played Pokemon. So for me, who was getting kind of tired of playing Pokemon, to, branch out just doesn't seem like a good idea, and it's not really a good idea. Like, they say they'll support you no matter what, but I quickly started to realize that once I started uploading more and more Smash Bros videos, that they weren't really subscribing for me. They were subscribing for the content, which is perfectly fine. I do the same thing. I don't subscribe like primarily for people's personality. I subscribe for the content they upload if I'm interested in it. So yeah, I don't blame them. The Pokemon story isn't really all that interesting either. Like, it's not interesting, like, at all. I think the first game was pretty interesting. Gen 5 was pretty interesting, I think. And that was really it. Maybe I'm missing some generations, but as a whole, most of the Pokemon stories, they were kind of just like, oh, let's just throw up a story in here just so, you know, people think that we're doing something with our game. And then, you know, we'll just reuse the same story for the next game with like some minor twists. The story in the Pokemon games just really was not interesting enough for me to stay invested in the game. I just kind of played it to level up my Pokemon, which again gets really repetitive. Let me put it like this. Playing Pokemon for the plot is like watching porn for the plot. Like, you just don't do it. There's no reason to do it. It's just, you don't play it for that. I'm kind of going all over the place, but grinding in the grass in Pokemon was just boring as hell. Like, oh my gosh, just back and forth. And then you just find another Pokemon. Okay, beat him. Get like 5% of your experience bar built up. Like, not even like 2% of your experience bar boosted up. And then that takes like, you know, 45 seconds per Pokemon you beat up. And then you have to go heal your Pokemon because you're running out of PP after. And it's just the same music over and over again. And then you have to do that multiple times to level up all your Pokemon to like level 50 or something before, I don't know, the Elite Four or the 8th gym leader because you can't beat him. Ugh, it was so annoying. Especially those like really hard ROM hacks. Like, oh my gosh, how do you even like just enjoy that? Like, to me, a hard Pokemon game should be like smart AI, EV trained, IV trained, I guess. EV trained and IV bred Pokemon that are just really good and have really good base stats, and you know they're like an actual person, you know, like you're playing an actual competitive match, only you're using your casual Pokemon. I feel like that would make the game more interesting and like make the game like a better version of what am I trying to say? It would make the game more challenging, and it's a better like approach to making it challenging. That's what I'm trying to say. So right now it sounds like I'm bashing Pokemon a lot, but I mean I kind of am, but like I really don't hate Pokemon at all. Like, I have nothing against Pokemon. I have no problem if you play Pokemon. That's your life. It's your choice. I don't really care. I just find it really boring. Pokemon did help me get a lot of views and admittedly a lot of money on YouTube, especially when I was younger. I was like 14, 15 when I was doing these Pokemon YouTube videos. Man, I remember those days. I was making quite a bit of money for those videos. I'm not gonna lie to you at all. Oh, another thing, the Pokemon YouTubers I was hanging out with just weren't really that nice to me. Like, they were really in it for their own personal gain. There's a Pokemon YouTuber by the name of Dobbs. He's like really popular. He has like, I don't know how many he has now, like at least 200,000 subscribers now. Before he got really popular, actually, he was DMing me on Twitter, like saying, oh, how can I improve this video? What do you think of my video? And whatnot. And then when he got really popular, he just completely ignored me. I was just like, hey man, you got really popular. Want to collab or something? Because obviously I want to mooch off those views. And mooch off his subscribers. Because I was doing Pokemon videos back then. And I'm sure you guys would want to do the same thing if you were in the same position. Like you're talking to someone and then they get really popular. And then obviously you want to get popular too. So you want to collab with them. Maybe even if it's on your channel, it'll still get you a lot of views. Which, yeah, I know it's pretty hypocritical for me to say that because it just means that I'm in it for the personal gain as well. But I mean, if one of your friends is getting popular, would you not want to just make a video with them and get popular as well? I don't know. I still at least saw him as a friend back then. But yeah, he just completely ignored me, so that kind of sucked. Yeah, that was really painful, I'm not gonna lie. Also, Kanto University, if you guys remember Kanto University when they used to be a thing, they accepted me. I have a video on it actually from like way back if you guys want to watch it. I made a video for them and then they accepted it, right? And then they just cucked me after that, and that was really hurtful. I could have been up there with Shofu, Giant Carl Paramango, Dobbs. I had so many chances to just get really popular and get the exposure I think I deserved at the time at least. You know, things didn't turn out that way, and it's unfortunate. Who knows actually if Dobbs wanted to talk to me, if Kanto University wanted to talk to me. Maybe, probably, I'd still be making Pokemon videos actually. That's something interesting to think about. I thought I deserved 1 million subscribers at the time I uploaded Pokemon video. I was uploading Pokemon videos a lot, but I mean, looking back, they weren't like the greatest videos. I mean, they were still entertaining. I watched like a couple of my videos in preparation to, you know, get in the mood for this video. They were entertaining, I'm not gonna lie. They were at least entertaining. But, I mean, they weren't the greatest videos if I'm being completely honest with you. I don't think the type of content I was going for really fit my personality. And, you know, Let's Plays don't really fit my personality either. I was really bad at Let's Plays. I just never bothered with them. I wanted to make, like, interesting top 10s. The persona I was trying to act out just didn't fit me. I'm just not an over-the-top guy, and the persona that I was trying to convey to you guys just wasn't me, and you could kind of tell I was acting it out. Just compare my top 18 starter Pokemon casually video to my top 10 Smash characters of all time video. Both are me, but one of them is a lot truer to how I actually am in real life. And it's really obvious which one that is. So yeah, that's something important I learned from Pokemon. I'll never forget for my journey moving on in YouTube. So what you should be seeing right now is me playing Pokemon Sun and Moon in the background. I actually did buy Pokemon Sun and Moon, and I got up to the Elite Four, but if I'm being honest with you, after X and Y, man, just X and Y were magical games to me. After X and Y, I've just been forcing myself to play Pokemon. Like, weird enough, I started playing Pokemon when Pokemon Black and White 2 came out, and then when X and Y came out, that was like the greatest time. Those were like the best days of my childhood. Those are amazing, man. We got so much stuff for Pokemon. I think that, to my knowledge, I think this is still the best time to be a Pokemon fan, like ever. Even right now with like Pokemon for Switch maybe coming out. I think when I was making those videos, when Pokemon X and Y, like the hype for Pokemon X and Y, that was like the best time to be a Pokemon fan. For me personally, they had Pokemon Origins. They were changing up a lot of stuff. You know, they had Mega Evolutions. It was just a magical time for me, man. It was amazing. Pokemon was in 3D, like holy moly, it was amazing. I loved that time period of, you know, that time period of Pokemon. I'll never forget those days. Those days were amazing, man. It was magical, man. But again, if I'm being honest with you, I was kind of forcing myself to play Pokemon after X and Y. After X and Y, I loved the game. I played it multiple times. I loved it. And I went back to the emulators to play those ROM hacks, those like 50 million ROM hacks that not only did I start, but I actually completed. So maybe I was playing Pokemon too much and I got burnt out, is why I'm not as into Pokemon anymore, or into Pokemon at all. Yeah, that's a possible reason. But yeah, overall, I just don't have the passion I used to have for it anymore. For all the reasons I've mentioned multiple times previously in this video. You know, maybe if they were to bring back an interesting story for the next Pokemon games, like, you know, Red and Blue story, maybe it's just me being nostalgic, but like, that story was like at least interesting. You had like a rival who's just a complete loser, and he's just always one step ahead of you, and then at the end you finally beat him. And yeah, it was awesome. Black and White 2 brought up some interesting morality with the Pokemon. Would have actually been a really good story in my opinion if they didn't use Pokemon themselves. That's kind of contradictory. But like, at least make the stories interesting. Like, I played Sun and Moon. I don't even remember what the story was about. It was about like Lily and her mom, some crazy woman who was trying to like open up the ultra wormholes for some reason. I forget, that was maybe explained somewhere. I just don't remember. It just wasn't really interesting to me. I just kind of forced myself to play it because I was like, I need to play Pokemon. I need to keep up with the Pokemons. But on the inside, deep inside, I knew that I wasn't really all that interested in the show anymore. Sorry, not interested in the games anymore. I tried Nuzlocke and whatnot, but it just didn't really do it for me. Nowadays, I think people play it more for like shiny hunting, or maybe they still play competitive, or maybe they still like do different locks now. I know there's like a bunch of locks. There's like Egg Lock. Do people really still do that anymore? I don't know. Nuzlocke, of course. What else? Tag Lock. They used to like do Nuzlocks and then like tag different YouTubers and stuff. Maybe people still play competitive. I don't really know why people still play Pokemon nowadays. I know most people don't really play it for the adventure. At least from my circle of friends that still play Pokemon. They don't really play it for the adventure. They play it for, you know, shiny hunting, or they still play competitive. And speaking of competitive, that thing was so luck-based, man. Holy moly, it was so annoying. You could be playing a trash player, right? And then, because you're expecting them to be good, you're expecting them to make good moves. So then you predict those good moves and then counter it. But then they just do like the really simple moves, like the simple noob moves. And then you're just like, wow, okay, I just got bodied. And then you think you're playing some noob because they're doing some like stupid moves, or moves that you think are stupid. But then they're actually like planned out and calculated, and they're just really good. And they're like actually godlike. You don't know that because you can't really tell how good someone is by playing them in competitive battling unless you know background history with them. So yeah, that's one thing I didn't like. You just don't know how good someone is and you can just get messed up because of it. That's one thing. My other problem is that like in each tier, you know, there's UU, OU, what else? Ubers. I'm forgetting the other ones. NU. I think that's the other one. NU. You have to use the same 20-ish Pokemon to stay relevant. I know there's like a Pachirisu that won some Pokemon tournament, but I think still in general, you have to play the same like 20 Pokemon if you want to stand a chance in any of the tiers. So that's like, you know, there's 5, let's say there's 5 tiers. I don't know if there's actually 5 tiers, but 5 tiers. You're only using about 100 Pokemon. If you play, that's only if you play all 5 tiers too. Sometimes you only play one tier and then you see the same 20 Pokemon like all the time, which needless to say gets really annoying. There's a lot of hacks Pokemon there that were really annoying, like, you know, Jirachi, Iron Head, right, and Body Slam, and then Serene Grace, 30% flinching, which is doubled, and then you're paralyzed. Yeah, it was really annoying. Competitive battling just was not fun for me at all. I think I've made my point in this video. I think you guys know generally why I don't play Pokemon anymore. Repetitive, boring, and that's essentially it. I went into more specifics, but you know, the gist of it is that it's repetitive and it's boring and I just wasn't enjoying the game anymore. This will probably be my last Pokemon video, unless that new Pokemon Switch game just blows me away and I really want to play and talk about it. In which case, I'll probably just do on my Twitch, actually. I should be getting computers soon. I know I keep saying that, but I'm actually getting really close now. That's it. I think, yep. I'm pretty sure that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. If you're new, I guess. Maybe you're new. This has been Dr. Pauly, and I'm out. Peace.